What's up, everyone? Tuesday from Indianapolis here at the NFL Combine. Dave Helman, Lindsay Draper. We're going to let you know what's popping in Indy, presented by PopSocket, of course.
Excellent intro right there, Lindsay.
I wish we could see you do the bench press here behind us.
Why? Do you want to see the bar fall on my chest? That's an awful idea.
There's a lot going on. I want to start, Dave, with what we got to hear from Stephen Jones yesterday, him prioritizing Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper's contracts. But what else did you take away from that conversation?
This is the thing. First of all, I don't know the last time there was an offseason that was this important for the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, anytime a franchise quarterback is up for renewal, it's a big deal. But there are so many things being juggled in the air right now, and that was kind of the impression that I got from Stephen Jones yesterday, because if you haven't heard, there is a new collective bargaining agreement being discussed, being proposed, being voted on by NFL owners and players. Stephen Jones was very open about it yesterday. It could change the entire dynamic of how they do business, how they structure contracts, how much money they have to work with, how many tags they potentially could apply.
That's what I want to ask.
Yeah.
Well, what all are we looking at here? We're running up on dates. He said, hey, have you seen the way we did DeMarcus Lawrence and Ezekiel Elliott's contract? We work really well when we have a short fuse. So what are some of these things they're running up on?
That's kind of the sick beauty of it is we don't know. I don't honestly think he knew, and that's why he didn't offer a lot of commentary, a lot of don't want to speculate, a lot of no comment, because right now, again, there's so much stuff up in the air. A new CBA could be voted on. It could be agreed upon. If that happens before the new league year, which is March 18th, it could change a lot of dynamics about everything. Oh, by the way, the Cowboys have until March 12th to designate Dak Prescott with a franchise tag. That timeline starts Thursday, this coming Thursday.
Right. And
from there, they have 2 weeks to potentially tag him. They will if they don't get a deal done. They have made that very obvious.
Haven't talked about it since September.
Right. And that's the thing is they're like, well, we don't want to do it, but we will. Well, probably time to get those conversations going because you are running out of time. That's the fun thing about being an NFL GM, though, is Stephen and Jerry Jones have a lot of experience working on these tight deadlines. That's why he references DeMarcus Lawrence and Ezekiel Elliott. Went from nowhere to somewhere really quick. But right now, it kind of feels like they're nowhere.
It feels very stuck in the mud at this point.
And they don't have that many days to get this done before you're talking about putting Dak on the franchise tag, which is not something they want to do.
All right, let's give our draft gurus out there something. We are at the Combine. It's about to pick up here. We've got podcasts coming, but what are you guys looking at? Cowboys pick 17. Just what are we keeping our eye on this week?
Here, Tuesday, we're talking to wide receivers. Stephen Jones said Monday, defense is probably the priority in this draft. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
But, man, there are a lot of talented receivers that I like here at the Combine. Jalen Reagor and Henry Ruggs just talked to the media earlier this morning. Awfully exciting to think about a very fantastic receiver coming to this team. But the Cowboys, they're going to be looking at defense, defensive tackle, defensive end are positions to look at. Safety and cornerback. Stephen Jones kind of intimated yesterday, if you read between the lines, that Byron Jones might not be here that much longer. There simply might not be much money for him. So if I'm a betting man, I am looking at defensive backs and pass rushers for this Cowboys defense. Maybe not pick 17, but I think they're going to focus early and often simply because they have to.
If you're a betting man, keep your eyes on @HelmanDC on Twitter. Here from Indianapolis, that's what's poppin'. We'll catch you later this week on DallasCowboys.com.